Hello, welcome to Wealth Flow with the Black Mentor. Today is a special edition. I am your host, Joseph Nantomah, and I have my co-host here today, Kim Nak, and all the way, do I say from Nigeria, from Germany, from all over the world, I have Debbie Miss Thickness in the house. It's an amazing day. What a special day. It's nice having you in Milwaukee.
Nice for having me here.
Okay, so what have you learned so far about Milwaukee?
It's a very cold state.
Not last week. She missed last
she's
week.
learning fast.
That's right. That's right.
It's very
So
cold.
there you go. We have her all the way from Germany. She's going to be here. Today is going to be a special edition because I am sandwiched between two beautiful women. I feel lucky and I feel sad at the same time. They're going to be asking me questions about how I started my business, how you build wealth, and so many things. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready for it.
Are you ready for it? But before we go into that, let's talk about a few things. The year has been an amazing year. Yesterday, I filed my taxes.
Good job.
I hate it. I hate when I have to file taxes. It's a long, boring day. We're just talking about how we're going to pay the IRS. Pretty much. That's what you're going to be talking about. And what was amazing was, the accountants were like, Joseph, you made some crazy shit money last year.
It's one of my favorite terms. Crazy shit money.
So
I love it.
what that meant was, we made profit close to like $1 million and we have to pay taxes on it. So you know what we started doing, Debbie? We had to start raising rocks, looking different corners. Hey, how am I going to pay more expenses? Is there anything you're missing? So we can just cut that down. Now, I did post it on social media and I was asking, what would you prefer? And I'm going to ask you too, before you guys start asking me the question, what would you prefer? On paper, my banks are going to be smiling with me. They're going to be like, whoa, this guy's making profit. You get what I'm saying? So in the United States, you're allowed a few years to run loss, but it is expected that you have to go up on the curve. Like, as the business is growing, it's always good for your business to start growing, you start seeing some money. The banks love it. However, what it means is that you're going to have to be paying those taxes back. Now, I was asking, which will you prefer? Would you prefer to have a business that is healthy on paper so you can get more fugu, you can get more loans and all that good stuff from your banks? Or would you prefer a business that does loss so that you don't have to pay taxes?
Well, I think it depends on where you're sitting in your business, because if you're in a buy and hold situation, if we're talking real estate, you're in a buy and hold situation, I don't think those losses look so bad because you're working on the back end of it.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to do a fix and flip or a buy to make more fugu, then you want to look nice to the bank so you can get more of those
more
loans.
money. Yeah. So
right?
Okay. You in between. What about you? What do you think, Debbie?
I think I would like to look good on paper.
Yeah. I think I ended up telling my accountant, I was like, you know what? Just look for a few more stuff. I don't want to pay taxes on $900,000 plus. That's a lot of crazy shit money that I'm going to be giving to the IRS. So I said, you know what? Why don't you just find a way to get more expenses?
Don't forget about donations that you've made.
Yeah.
Those are always
this was last year's fund.
But donations that you made last year
I
that
did.
you might not have
considered. That's true. Come on. You see, that's why I have good people. Last year I did a lot of donations.
You did.
I need to call those organizations and let them send me their 1099.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
true. It's true.
Because it was money that you're not making it up.
Yeah. Sometimes
That's why you keep me on your team.
That's why I have you here. That's good. So you just solved my problem. Easy peasy. And that's why you need to have great teams. So we were in New York last week. Well, how was New York for you?
I love New York.
You love New York, yeah.
I love
you
New
had
York.
fun?
It's fast. And we got to. You know how many times did you say truck rice? And I had no idea what the hell you were talking about.
Oh, you didn't know I was talking about truck rice? Yeah,
No,
I wanted
know
a truck rice.
Hey. Give me truck rice.
I'm African. I can say whatever I want.
Can. And he says, can give me truck rice. What is truck rice? What is truck rice? I'm
so
thinking
Kim is not showing
on
the screen so they see who I'm talking to. I'm the one that gives out all the problem in the world.
I'm thinking.
You can twist it a little bit this way. Yeah, a little bit. We are on different screen. There you go. So yeah, maybe you want to scoop in a little bit or something. So we can. There you go, just a bit.
So I think, what is truck rice? Is this a type of truck?
So when I go to New York, I like eating the food in the truck.
Food trucks.
Food trucks.
Yes. And
Truck
I had no
rice.
idea what you were talking
Truck
about.
rice. That's how I call it. So the thing about those guys is a lot of them are like qualified chefs who used to work in the big restaurant, 5-star restaurants, and they made some money.
Yes.
And decided to just go do their personal thing. Now, because properties are very expensive in New York, they cannot afford to open a whole full-fledged restaurants. So what they do is they end up just opening a food truck, or they start selling truck rice, like I call it. But you know, that is what it is.
So that's something I support heavily in Wisconsin. I actually have a food truck website. So had you said food truck, I would have understood. But it's to
again,
help
I'm African.
Yeah, that's fine. You say whatever the hell you want.
I can say whatever I want.
You're the one with Fagoon.
Yes, and I have the money. Nobody can. I
don't have a JT tie.
I'm going to give you a JT tie. Don't worry. Or better still, I'm going to give you the black mentor tie. You know,
why can't I have both?
There you go. You can have both. So yeah, she's getting smarter by the day. But the problem is she's using all that smartness on me. So I'm going to stop teaching you to be very, very smart. That's the problem now.
I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to shut up now.
So yeah, guys. So
but I love supporting
this week. Where are we going?
We are going to Boston and Baltimore this
so
week.
Boston, if you're in Boston, at the end of today, we need to put out ads there.
We will have
if you're in
addresses.
Boston, you're going to get to the address, and Baltimore, Maryland, Saturday.
Yes.
I decided, because I have a lot of followers in Baltimore and a lot of people who want to reach out, I decided to put it on a Saturday. So that way, you know, those who are not working can actually come. And I'm just looking forward to having, you know, people around. What I'm coming to show you is I'm going to show you how to make money. I'm not coming to show you how to build wealth. You cannot show somebody how to build wealth in 3 hours, but you can show them and give them different ideas to make money, you know. And that is what we've been doing. A lot of people that came to New York, you know, I show them ideas, help them, because most of the time you just need to have a coach who you just talk to and they're going to point you and give you pointers. A coach is like someone who is seeing you from your rear mirror. You know that blind spot? You like when you're driving, that blind spot that you don't see. So your coach is the one who is seeing that aspect, because I have been through those kind of stuff. I've made mistakes. I've lost money. I've made money, you know, and I see the thing. So before somebody's talking 5-10 minutes, I already know what I'm supposed to tell them to do. And it has nothing to do with age. It just have everything to do with experience, you know, and doing business and so on and so forth.
Absolutely.
So we have that coming.
Can I say one thing about this that is not clear to a lot of people that they don't recognize? They're getting one-on-one time with the Black Mentor.
Yeah, it's not a group thing.
They're
it's
not
a
realizing
one-on-one.
when they're coming in.
Yeah.
Go to the website, josephnantomah.com/events. Sign up now. I will email you an address as soon as that they confirm with us. We will send an address of where to be. So you are getting one-on-one time with the Black Mentor for free.
I know, and I keep giving out free. And talking about free, you know, a lot of people have been coming and saying, "Hey, we cannot afford your boot camp. The last boot camp was $5,000. Only rich people like this woman can afford it." You know, so what I decided to do, I said, you know what? And a lot of them are Africans. Yes. Funny enough, I'm not saying Africans are broke or anything. I'm just saying a lot of my followers are Africans, and some of them are just starting off. So what I decided to do, and I'm just telling you now, on the 29th of April, which 30th. Is on the 30th of April, which is the last Sunday of the month, I'm going to be in the office right here, and you're going to be online. So whatever you have to do, cancel it.
It's already in my calendar.
There you go. So you're going to cancel it. We're going to be online on Zoom, and we're going to set that up. How many people have signed up for that thing? Are you on
I don't know how many you had in there.
So I had 200, and 50. I think 148 people have signed up as I checked it this morning.
So I might need to refresh my screen.
Yeah, so refresh your screen, check how many people have signed up for that. So the stuff is moving very, very fast. You didn't explain what it is. So go down.
There's 53 spots left.
So so my Zoom takes in 200 people. It means I have 148 people in less than 24 hours. That is how my people like the free stuff. You know what?
Free real estate investment.
It's going to be totally free. I'm going to be there 6 hours. We're going to be teaching you how to set up your business, where to get funding, how to get OPM, how to structure your deals, and so much more. 6 hours. Right. And I'm going to be bringing some of my very, very successful friends in different areas. For example, Cleopatra is going to be there. She's a broker all the way from Texas. She's going to be helping out to give some more insight. I'm not going to be sitting there talking 6 hours. I'm going to choke. So I'm going to have Mike. Mike is my consultant who teaches people how to structure your business, how to put up your trust, 401k, all that good stuff. Because in America, it's not how much you make. It's how much you keep. That's the thing people still don't understand. You know, you can be making all this money, but if you don't know where to put it, how to get the deals, how to multiply your money, you just be going through a round circle, you know, chasing after your tail. And that is what a lot of people are doing. But if you know how to leverage your money, if you go, and this is for the guys here, if you go on Google right now and you Google how much did Walmart is the biggest shopping plaza in the United States, whatever. If you go there and Google how much did Walmart make last year, you'll see Walmart make billions of dollars. How much did they make last year?
Annual gross profit for
Give me a round figure. 2023.
147
billion. Billion. Now, you need to write that down. Walmart made $147 billion. Now, you need to Google how much did Walmart borrow last year. You see, these are the things, when you go on social media, you go online, there are certain things you just need to be looking out for that makes you know if you're wealthy. How much did they borrow last year?
Oh boy, now I got to go to an annual report. Come on now. I'm not trying to dig
Yeah,
into
they're trying to hide it.
What's their debt?
Yeah, what's the debt?
39 billion.
So they took a debt of 39 billion. I mean, these guys, this money they made is like times 5, maybe times 6.
Yeah.
Now you ask yourself, why are they taking on debt? Why are they using debt to build wealth? Because they have money. They made $147 billion, but they're still taking debt of 39 billion. It is because in the United States, debt is not taxable.
OPM.
Yeah. So when you take on debt, the government is not going to tax you on debt. Mm-hmm. So instead of using your money, which is an income, to run your business, which is taxable, the richest guys in the United States use debt to build wealth.
Absolutely.
And that is why we always teach people, leave your money, put your money in fixed asset, put your money in real estate, put your money somewhere, then borrow money to build your business. You understand?
Yes.
Now, we're not saying borrow money and go marry a second wife or, buy a car, because that's how we do in Africa. I'm sorry to say.
In the United States.
But I'm in the United States. I'm talking about United States standard right now. So what we do is we borrow monies, we buy real estate. Now, the real estate, you've been here, you've stayed in one of my properties. What do you think? What do you think is the structure and the setup? And you also went out with me to set up, to inspect properties. And this morning you've been here. What do you think,
I like the houses I've seen so far.
Yeah.
Very
so
nice.
Those properties, what we do is we borrow monies to buy them. Mm-hmm. And the properties pay for themselves. Mm-hmm. So that way, my monies are not taxable.
Right.
Okay? Because you only get taxed when you make income. You don't get taxed when you borrow money. So that is another thing that, we teach people. And if you don't understand that, you're going to struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle for the rest of your life.
And so that's all part of...
Yeah. So that's just one simple example. You can turn your camera a little bit here. That's one simple example. I have Debbie in the house. So 29th of September, we are having one of the most beautiful conference in the United States, Africa America Wealth Conference. We're going to be there. I have all the great speakers coming from all over the world. I have Linda EKG. I have Betty Rabo. I have Senator Murray Bruce. I have the other Sissy Ma. Oh my gosh, Sissy Ma has done business running to the tune of $12 billion in Australia. And she's going to be coming there one-on-one to teach us how to exit businesses. How do you exit businesses? You see, the biggest businesses, what they do is they buy other businesses. Mm-hmm. America is a capitalist country. Mm-hmm. So when you start building your business, the problem with a lot of us is we want to stay in that business till we die. No, you cannot build wealth like that. So in areas of services, industries, technology, and so many different areas, for example, the WhatsApp. When WhatsApp came out, the guys who did WhatsApp running for about 2-3 years, and guess what? What do they call them? Facebook bought over WhatsApp for $3 billion.
I'd say bye. Take it.
Take it. I'm like, so you have to know how are you going to, if you don't have an end result of how you're going to exit your business. Mm-hmm. For example, I have a coaching business that I'm doing. Yep. Now, as the business starts growing, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to be putting in some technology, some AI, different stuff where people can buy stuff online. I've already started it with the Gumroad and all that. Now, what happens is the moment it starts growing to a certain level, there is something they call business evaluation. So you can evaluate your entire business and say, hey, my business now is worth $100 million. Based on time, sweat, equity, and all the people that are running the business, it's now worth 100 business. It's now worth $1 billion. Now, let's say a company that is global, that is bigger than me, can approach me and say, you know what? We have seen that your business is worth $100 million. based on what you have now and future what they call it, future monies or income that's going to come in, we want to give you $1 billion or $500 million for this business. Let it go. So this is how the wealthy people make money and build wealth. While we are here thinking of how we can, I'm the boss, I'm the cleaner, I meet people all the time and I ask them, what do you do? Oh, I own a business. How much does your business make a year? $50,000. You know why? Because they don't want any other person to come into the business.
Right.
They want to be the director, the boss, the engineer, everything. No, you have to build a whole structure. So these are many things. I have multimillionaires coming for the conference. So all you got to do is go to www.josephnantomah.com/event and sign up.
Yep.
Okay?
That's right.
And if you are watching us from YouTube, you're watching us live from the studio, we haven't forgotten you. Greetings to you. Let me know where you're joining us from. We are just here. We just, we decided to just jump into the business of the day. I'm on fire today.
You are ready to go.
I'm ready
I can't
to
wait
go.
for Boston. You were fun to travel.
The truth of the
to
matter
New York.
is I just love helping people. I love helping people. I love coaching. And it's just something that I love doing. So when I get into that zone, I am on fire. I just go every single time. So with that being said, get ready. And what else? What else am I missing?
Well, we're going to Boston. We have the free class, yacht.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to talk about that right
now?
now?
Yeah. You see, there we go. So, oh my God. So let me tell you one of the things that I did. 3 years ago, I bought a yacht. And people were like, oh, why are you buying a yacht? And I just kept quiet about it, because I knew what I was doing. So you see, I don't buy things because I just want to buy them. I'm very strategic. So I've used the yacht for 1 or 2 years for myself. And now I decided, hey, my friends, come enjoy the yacht with me. So based on that, I also joined a yacht. It's called an Owner's Yacht Club. So with the Owner's Yacht Club, it gives me access to yachts all over the country, Debbie.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what you don't know. So
I didn't know this.
Yeah, because the rich don't tell everything. We don't spill everything, So I joined the yacht club and now I can have access.
You said I'm not rich.
You get in there. You get in there. No hard feelings. So now I can have access to all the yachts in almost 300 locations in the country.
Beautiful.
So Miami, every single place. So I already joined that club. And because I'm not a very greedy person and because I want to give back, you know what I decided to do? I said, you know what? Everybody come have fun with me. So yes. I'm going to be having, producer, can you have it on the screen? I'm going to have it right here in Racine. I think in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, we should have to. I have my yacht in Kenosha. So we'll probably have Kenosha. Then I also have in Racine. Uh-huh. So the dates are there. Can I see those dates if possible? So on the 4th of June, we're going to be in Racine, Wisconsin. There is a link there. If you go on my website, josephnantomah.com/event, there is a link there on Linktree. You can sign up. There's a limited space. Each of the yacht takes 10 people.
That's it.
Very limited.
Yeah, it's limited because it's safety issues. Yep. They don't want too many people on the yacht.
That's
so
right.
10 people. So if you don't get on board, I'm sure in this room I really have like 4 people.
That's right. You're kicking me off.
All the guys are already eyeing me, like my producer, everybody like, hey, am I there?
You got $1,000?
It's easy. It's just $1,000.
$1,000.
You're going to have coaching. You're going to mingle with some of the richest people that I know, business people. You're going to network. You're going to have food. You're going to live the beautiful life.
You're going to give some champagne?
Oh, I'm going to give out champagne. I love champagne.
Right.
So, yeah, so 4th of June is going to be Racine, Wisconsin. And on the
June 11th.
11th of June, Chicago. Come on.
Are we coming to hang out with Steve?
I'm coming to hang. Yeah, Steve is going to be there. I'm going to be hanging out with you in Chicago. I'm going to be there. 10 people are going to have the opportunity to hang with. Now, when I say 10 people, it doesn't cover my staff. My staff have room. It's
Beautiful.
Just, we can only take 10 people. So it's like people. 14.
Yep.
So I have like 4 people to play with.
Yeah. Yep.
So the 10 people will join us in Chicago on June 11th. It's 12 o'clock each day. And we're going to be there having fun, masterclass, teaching. Let's hang out like the rich do.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm doing?
That's what I'm talking about.
And you know why I'm not? You know why I'm comfortable saying that I'm rich? Because I've been broke. And when I was broke, I was comfortable with it. Mm-hmm. So now that I'm rich, why don't you want me to be comfortable with it? People only want you to be comfortable when you're broke.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? They're like, he's showing off. Yeah, I can show off. I do the work.
The worst is the broke people that show off like they're rich.
Yeah. That's another whole discussion. Okay, so we're gonna be there 11th and
June 18th is Miami.
June 18th, Miami. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna come enjoy your beautiful sun. June 18th. The link is on my website. Go there, sign up. Limited space, just 10 people. I have Bitcoin Chief is already coming. He's going to be there. That's a city. Miami. And what else?
July 2nd, we have Naples, Florida.
July or June? July 2nd. I'm going to be in Naples, Florida. It's a beautiful place, city there. The sand is just amazing. We're going to eat some seafood. I love seafood.
Let's hope that seaweed stuff is all gone.
If it's gone, we're just going to stay at the port marina there. So yeah, we're going to be at Naples. And last but not the least for the boats is going to be Los Angeles, California, July 9th. I'm going to be there 12 noon each day. All you got to do, go to Joseph Nantomah /event and you can sign up. Limited spaces available and we will be doing boom, boom, boom.
I can't wait.
Now, another thing that happened is I got access with other 3 companies making us 4, and we have a jet, and we're gonna be using that for all our jet tours. For the jet pitch. So coming up, starting from May the 7th, you're leaving. You're not gonna fly on my jet. So May 7th, myself, my friend JT Fox, we're gonna be having a lot of people who are gonna be flying out with us from Las Vegas. How do you pronounce that name? Venice? How do you pronounce that city? Producer, how do you pronounce that city? Venice, California.
Got it.
Yeah, so we're going to be flying out from Las Vegas to Venice. It's going to be on the 7th of May. Limited space also. I'm the only guy who shares my rich and very, very successful friends with people. I don't know any other person. Do you know any other person that does that? There's an African Nigerian who takes his billionaire friends and say, hey, have him. No. I don't think so. No,
you literally get the Black Mentor and JT Fox.
And JT Fox, for those who don't know, is the #1 wealth coach, 9-figure entrepreneur, #1 wealth coach in the world. Like legit. Everybody knows that. And he's going to be on that jet with me. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a limo ride from the hotel that morning, 8 o'clock to the airport. We're going to fly out there. We're going to go check a property of $20 million. Like when you go, it's like, whoa.
That's crazy shit money.
That's crazy shit money. So when we land in Venice, another limo is waiting for us there. We're going to go check out that property. You're going to see how we do the deals, how we negotiate the deals. Then we're going to go out for lunch to a 5-star restaurant. Like you're talking about a whole banquet. We're going to be
sad I'm missing this.
Yeah, I know that's your business. So we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. I don't care. We're gonna be there live and direct. We're gonna have a banquet. We're gonna eat, enjoy ourselves. You're gonna have the opportunity to network with other business people. JT Fox is gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. We're gonna do some deals. Then we're gonna fly back to Las Vegas. And I am just thinking, I'm gonna just take you to the nightclub in Las Vegas that night. We're gonna have fun. We're going to go all night to a nightclub and have some fun, do some party, and maybe I don't have a hangover the next day, which is a Monday.
Get you some electrolytes.
Yeah, fly back to Wisconsin. So it's going to be fun. Money. For go. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what it's all about. Is there any other thing I'm missing out? This one might just put every single thing. All I got to do is show up,
I think we've got everything.
You got everything?
If people want to book a one-on-one with you, there's also a link in your
I don't want one-on-one anymore. I don't even want it. The problem with one-on-ones is they book it and something comes up. I'm in a flight or something. Now they've already paid and they say, oh, I paid the black man. So I just tell Janine to slow down on that one-on-ones for now. So those are the events that are coming. We're going to take a short break if my producer is ready. And when we come back, I am going to be right here, first time ever on this show, in the middle of 2 beautiful women, white and black, asking me, why? I know what I'm saying, that I'm making them think. What did he say? I'm going to have, white and black lady. They're going to be interviewing me, and I'm going to be sharing it live and direct, no hold barriers. I'm going to be very blunt. And today is going to be a beautiful day. Let's do this.
Let's go.
$3 million. Okay. So how many people do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So ladies and gentlemen, we got pre-approvers for $48 million. There's a 20% down payment, which I told you I'll teach you how to leverage it. If you have the 20% and closing, you can buy any house you want. You can buy it anywhere in the country, and you're already pre-approved. When we're done here, before you leave, I'll give you the details of the lenders. You can call them, verify, talk to them directly. I wanted to do that, so we can do that. But congratulations, put your hands together. I wanted you to go through the programs, millionaires. So congratulations, put your hands together for yourself. There you go. That was an amazing moment. What did you just watch, Debbie? It's your show.
I wonder if
Debbie is a big influencer. Like, she does skits in Europe, in Africa, but I don't think she sits in the studio. So this is like a controlled environment. Right. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is not Debbie. Is it? Come, you better go get me Debbie. It looks like it's a twin sister who came to America. You know, sometimes. Yeah, she's so quiet. Like, this is not the Debbie we knew. I was thinking she's gonna rock this place, but it's all good. So what did we just watch? So that was the previous, the last bootcamp that we had, and we gave out $48 million
in pre-approvals.
And what pre-approval means is you're qualified to buy a house up to $3 million. 16 people out of the people that came for the training got $3 million each.
Wow. Yeah.
And that was $48 million.
The speakers had never seen anything like that.
Yeah, all the speakers that came, they were like, what did I just watch? Yeah. And I decided to do it like that because I knew when I started, I didn't have such opportunities. Yeah. If I had somebody that gave me a pre-approval ahead just before I started my real estate business, man, I would have been doing like a billionaire now, because I came up with all the energy of Africa. The whole of Africa was behind me. I'm like, I didn't come here to count bridges. I came here to make that for good, So I know when people come and they get all the information, the next thing that stops them is, how am I going to make this money? How am I going to get monies to put down for the property? How am I going to get pre-approvers? Yeah. Because to get pre-approvers is one of the biggest challenges when it comes to real estate. Absolutely. So that is why what I usually do is when they come and they pay $5,000, I think is worth it.
I think so.
If they believe in me to give me up to $5,000, I think I should be confident in them to give them such pre-approval. So that's what you want. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to switch over to Debbie. Debbie's going to be talking to her. This is the first time we're doing this program live on Instagram.
On Instagram.
On Instagram, so Debbie's going to be going boom, boom, boom. And I'm just going to be here, humble, and answer the questions. So your turn.
I would love to hear about what Debbie does, because you know Debbie, but
so Debbie, you can tell us, for the audience from all over the world, you can tell us what you do and all that.
So I'm an influencer. I'm an influencer, content creator, and anything social media is my field.
Excellent.
Amazing. So we've been talking for years. She's like, Black Manta, I'm going to bring it to my audience. She never did. She's always traveling here. And finally I heard she was in the United States. So I dragged her here. Like, you got to get here. And I said, you know what? You've always wanted to interview me, right? Why don't you just do it in my studio?
Exactly. Well, there you go.
Yeah. I always make things work. So there we are. So Debbie, it's your time. Let's go.
Okay. So I have a lot of questions from people on my social media.
Okay.
So a lot of them are from the UK.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So they wanted to know if you ever think you're going to venture into the UK market.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to venture into the UK market. Watch out for me next year. I'm going to be coming to the UK from next year. It's something that we're planning, and it's going to happen.
Okay. So what advice would you give a newcomer coming into the real estate business?
So the first thing you want to do when you're coming to the real estate business is you want to build relationships. People always miss it up. People think, if I go into the real estate and I have money, I'm going to make deal. No. So it's the other way around. The first thing you want to do is you want to build relationships. Let me tell you, it's not even real estate. In any business you want to grow, if you want to build a business, you can do it on your own. You want to build an empire, you need people. Okay, so you need to build quality people around you in your business. So the first thing you want to do, like I had some investors who came in on Saturday. Was it on Saturday? We were sitting in the office, and in less than 1 hour, I had 50 deals. Like, it was just dropping. Everyone was like, when are we going to leave? I said, Ma, I'm showing you business. Dropping, choose one, And she got confused. I had to help them to choose, So the reason why I was having that happening was because I have relationships. So people were sending me deals from Oklahoma, from South Carolina, where you came out from where you came here, from Milwaukee, from all over the country. So much that I cannot even exhaust my deals.
Absolutely. I've got people texting me about your deals.
Yeah, yesterday. Okay, yeah. So you see, somebody was trying to reach me on the phone. They couldn't, and they started talking to my manager.
That's right.
Because when you see, let me tell you why people are broke in business. You need to bring that your camera closer. There is a trick when you are doing business. If in a week you only have one deal you need to close, you're going to be frustrated. Because what will happen is you have only one person. Let's say one person said, I'm going to give you $50,000 this week. You're going to call the person every single day. Monday, how far? How's it going? The 50K. The person, oh, let me get back to you. Tuesday, the moment you wake up, oh, let me get back to you. However, if you put in an effort and you had 50 people in 1 week giving you $50,000 each, you know what's going to happen? You're not going to have the time. You were in the car and the lady was like, let me talk. I'm like, I want to just do whatever I got to do because I'm busy. Yeah. Because in a day, I have so much that I need to do. 24 hours is no more enough for me. Absolutely. And that is why I wake up 2 a.m. every single day. So when you have a lot of transactions, you were also on the phone when somebody called me from, they sent me a report. And I just told them, cancel that. Bring that one. How many proposals did we see this morning? We saw 2. So if I have 2 deals every single day, that is 10 deals in a week. Yep. So I'm not going to be begging somebody, please sell to me. Oh, come on. No. If I give you my offer and you don't want it, next deal. So what you want to do is you want to be promoting and doing marketing in a way that you have flood of transactions coming towards you. Now, some people are going to call you cocky. They're going to call you proud. But the thing is, you're maximizing your time. And the thing people don't understand is when it comes to making money, it is not how much money you make. It is how you maximize your time to give you money. I charge $1,000 per hour to mentor people. If I do it 8 hours in a day, I just made $8,000. The question is, are they paying you for your time? Right. You see, a lot of people are not being paid. So people get activities, then they go home broke. Okay? I this morning alone, between now and now, I've made $90,000. You want me to show you the proof? I can show you right now.
Show me the proof.
Let me show you.
Show me the proof.
Let me show you. This morning
I'm
alone.
going to tell the people that I'm
Hold
seeing
on.
the proof.
This morning alone, I have made $90,000. Let me show you. Because see, look at it. How much is this?
$10,000.
$10,000. How much is this? We're live. Look at it.
40,000.
So how much is that? 50,000.
50,000.
This morning I got it's even more than that. This morning I got another wire for about $55,000. Now, what am I saying? What I'm trying to make you understand, this is not being proud or being cocky. I'm showing you how you can utilize your time. Because some people just go out there running around the whole place. Then you go home and your kid is like, Daddy, what did you bring back from work? And you're like, oh, next week. Don't worry. Next week, I'll buy you that toy. You know the problem you're having? You don't know how to maximize your time. You don't know how to change. You don't know how to use your time to make money. So every day you go back home broke. And your kids keep asking you, Daddy, when am I going to get that toy? You keep saying end of the month. You know why? Because you don't know how to maximize your time. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that every single time somebody is paying you some fugu. Okay? Somebody is paying you. Okay, look at this one. How much is this?
55,000.
Look at the date. You see that?
Yeah.
So it's even more than what I just said. It's over $100,000. So what am I saying? What I'm trying to make you understand is every single day you have to be making money. You want to become a millionaire. Every single day you have to make money. And sometimes it's not going to be 100,000. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's going to be 20. Sometimes it's going to be 10. You have to keep your eyes on the money. Absolutely. That is how you become a millionaire. You know, you're going out there, all you're chasing is what? $50 a day. You're not going to get to that point. So what you want to do is you want to first and foremost add value to yourself. Now, when you add value to yourself, you know what happens? People are going to come for that value. Then you tell them to pay the fugu to get that value. That's how you do it. Oh my God, this is good. This is good. I can feel I'm giving out good information. Am I giving out good information?
Yes, you
Okay,
are.
let's do it. Let's do this.
Okay, someone also wants to know, how do you go about buying your first house?
Yeah, so like I said, if you want to buy your first house, it's very, very easy. The mistake I made when I started was I thought I could use my money for real estate. So you know what people do? They save and say, no, that is you doing real estate like a broke-ass person. What you want to leverage is OPM, other people's money. And when you talk about other people's money, there is something we call conventional loans and non-conventional loans. What do I mean? You either use other people's money to buy the property, or you go to the bank to buy the property. And why do you do that? I said it earlier. You use debt to build wealth. That is what I should have done from the beginning. I was like, oh, I'm going to save. So you find out you work for 3 years, you're working to buy one house. No. Especially if you live in the United States or in the Western world, we have a credit system. What you need to start building is your credit system. And there's even a better one. Build your business.
Just had a conversation yesterday with
About
somebody
that?
about business
Build
credit.
your business credit?
Yes.
You know
We
I'm the
have-
boss when it comes to building business credit.
Yes, I had someone come
an
to a networking event.
unlimited business credit card.
That's right.
So you want to build your business so your business can qualify to buy those things. And number 2, do not ever use your personal name to buy anything. You don't. Okay, Henry Ford, who was one of the most successful men in the US, said, in the United States, you own nothing, you control everything. So everything that I buy is not in my name. It's in the business. So if you come around and you sue me, I'm broke on paper. I got no money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your business protects you. Let's move on.
Okay, so when did you make your first million?
2020.
Oh, in the pandemic.
In the pandemic, yeah. 2020, I traveled 68 times in 1 year. Okay? I traveled 68 times and I slept outside 154 times.
He's trying to beat that this year, I think.
I'm trying to beat that this year, though. So this year, I'm traveling like what?
We're doing 30 cities
30
in 6
cities
months.
this year in
Yeah.
6 months, but we're going to be counting how many days we slept outside. So
Yeah.
imagine how many days do you have in 1 year? 365 days.
365.
And a man that is married slept outside for 160 something days. My wife is patient, man.
Very patient.
Like half of the year you are sleeping outside. But you know what? It's the same thing that is going on right now. Whether it's pandemic, whether it's inflation, whether it's recession, there's always an opportunity. You see those houses we saw?
Yeah.
Some of them have been in the market for so long. That one that we went to see has been in the market for 45 days. Nobody's touching it. You know why? People don't have the money. And how much did I slash? They was asking for 325. How
Yeah.
much did I offer them?
You said 300?
300. So I just slashed 300,000. I slashed $25,000. You know why? Because I got the fugu. Now, when you have the money, you're the one that calls the shots. Okay? So you get a pre-approval because I'm qualified to do that. And I use pre-approval to buy the property. As I buy the property, I'm already making $25,000 upfront
Right away.
in equity.
Yes.
So that is how you want to go about buying your first, your second, and so on and so forth. Okay? Let's move on.
Okay,
I'm
so-
trying to save your time because
So how did the pandemic affect your business?
the pandemic took my business up. You see,
Wow.
every time there is a tide, it's either the tide kills a set of people and it floats a lot of other people. What happened in the pandemic was a lot of people were not working for so long.
Yeah.
So they were not paying their mortgage. Now, because I am trained and I had information I was equipped with, I have the software and the tools. What I was doing was there's something we call skip tracing. With skip tracing app, I can know how much the person is owing in mortgages. The property you live, the same thing that you stay. I can know how much the person is owing in mortgages. I can know if the city or the state is trying to seize that property. Then I go to that person. Hey, you were owing 80,000 on this property. Why don't I pay off the 80,000, give you 20,000, and I can buy this house for $100,000? Now, it's either you lose that your $300,000 property completely to the government,
Yes.
or I pay the $80,000 and I still give you some money.
Yeah.
What do you think they're going to say?
Yes.
Yes.
I would hope
Or
so.
some it might be more. They say, why don't you make it 150? I mean, this property is worth 300,000.
Yeah.
Give the government the 80,000, give me 70,000 so I can move on with my life. There are also certain people who lost their moms, their dads. There are people who are going through divorce. So you just have to be aggressive and go out there and meet these people one-on-one. The more people you're willing to talk to, the more money you're going to have in the bank.
Okay. Good one. So
Yeah.
what does education mean to you?
Education to me is learning every single day. Education is not you sitting down in a four class room and thinking you have education. I have had much more education that has helped my life than most people who sat in university. Okay? There are people who have 5, 6, 7 degrees, doctorate, that are still living broke.
Yes.
Where I managed to have a good name. I managed to get one doctorate, PhD with my good name. But even if I didn't have that, it doesn't matter. Education is you waking up every day and learning from your environment and circumstances around you. It has nothing to do with sitting in a class. And I think every day we're beginning to see that, because the richest people in the world right now, talking about the likes of Warren Buffett, what's his name? JT Fox, Adam Coffey. Give me some. The guy with the phone, Steve Jobs, all the rich guys, the owner of Facebook, none of them, Elon Musk, none of them finished college.
Yeah.
So you have to understand what education is all about. It's not sitting down. I was in Chicago last week, Saturday, when I was coming back from Fort Wayne. I met 2 guys from Ghana. I went to eat some Ghana food. And I was telling them, oh, well, I want to do my master's. When I finish my master's, I want to do a PhD and another. I was like, dude, take it easy. You don't need all the school in the world. Go to the school, get a master's, give it to your parents, and make some money. Because at the end of the day, you make all the money. You go to all the school and you end up still working for somebody. It's a waste of your time. These days, there are people that go to school and they're in what they call it, in school debt.
Oh, yes. We just talked about this on the last show that because I'm
Yeah.
on another show during the day, and one of the colleges is
$5,000. Now you finish going to school, $85,000, $90,000, maybe $100,000, and you come back and you cannot pay that money for 5 years or 10 years.
And people are afraid to pay $5,000 for a mentorship,
And you're
but they'll
afraid
pay
to pay-
$85,000
They'll
for
pay
college.
$85,000 to go to college, and you're not willing to pay $5,000 for me to give you a pre-approval right on the spot for $3 million. Don't you see how stupid some people are? That's what it is. And they say they're educated, though.
But you have to understand that's an American mindset, though. They have always been taught that college is where it's at.
Yeah, because
that is where it's at.
It's indoctrination, because if you look back and look at the history of education, school and curriculum, schools were set up to groom workers.
Yes.
Yes. In the 1930s or whatever, when some elites sat down and like, who's going to be working our industry? Who's going to be breaking the blocks? Who's going to be, putting the rail pipes and all that? They say, you know what? Let's have a curriculum where we can have people go through a class, a process, and they change the whole curriculum, and people are just programmed to get a job. People are so freaking scared out there, they cannot chase their dreams anymore. They come out from school, and you know what they want to do? They want to go get a job, security for $25 per hour, because every Friday they want to go home with a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And call it whatever.
A job.
So they're not living their dreams. They're not getting what they want. And sometimes when they see other people living their dreams, they get jealous.
Yes.
So all you got to do is wake up from your slumber, go get something. And even if you're getting a job, right, you need to have a hustle on the side.
Yeah.
Okay? You need to have a business that you're building and it's coming up, it's growing. Because at the end of the day, if you're working for somebody, all you're just doing is you're building somebody else's dream. And you work with me. I don't want to say you work for me. You work with me. Don't I allow you to do your stuff too?
Absolutely.
So if you're working with me, I still allow you to do your stuff, because I know at the end of the day, you're building my own dreams, but you have to build your dreams. And if you don't start making money, big money in 5 years with your dream, I'm going to fire you.
That's fine.
Okay? So there we go. We have a deal.
Okay.
It's on
Producer,
camera.
have it on camera, okay? There you go. Next question.
So how many businesses do you operate?
18.
You
We have
probably keep going
18
up.
businesses and brands, So what we're doing is I have certain deals, businesses that people do not even know about. For example, I have Las Vegas Capital and Investments. You met Eli, my manager. That business you can only be part of that business if you have $1 million. And Eli has been to 4 countries. Remember, he was there. He's been to 4 countries. He's been to Canada. He's been to Australia. He's been to China. And I've forgotten the last country he went to, looking for investors who are going to be investing in those businesses. So we have 18 businesses and brands that we run simultaneously. Some of them you know, and some of them you don't know. Some of them are on social media, and some of them cannot be on social media. There you go.
Okay, so what steps do you have to take in order to get a loan from a bank?
So if you want to get a loan from the bank, the first thing you got to do in the United States, again, because I live here, is you have to build what we call business credit. Okay, and build your personal credit. There are certain credits that you can get in your business based on your personal social security number and personal credit. But the truth of the matter is, for you to get real value, you need to build your business credit. These are the steps. Number one, you set up an LLC. An LLC means a business. Number two, the moment you finish setting up your LLC, you need to have three documents: your Secretary of State documents, your operating agreement, and lastly, your EIN, which is for your IRS. Now, when you have all those on your table, the next thing you need to pick your phone and call what we call Duns and Bradstreet. Duns and Bradstreet will give you the number that is like your social security for your business. Now, when you have Duns and Bradstreet, you use that number to start buying things on credit. The first thing you want to get is called a net 30 account. So there are big companies like Walmart, for example. You shop in Walmart or you shop in Amazon.
Yeah.
When you buy, you're not getting any credit. When I buy, I get credit. You know why? Because I use my business to buy those stuff. So all you got to do is buy something for $50 and pay within 30 days. It's called a net 30 account. You do that for 6 months. What happens is your business credit is going up. And the next thing you can do now, you can call the bank and say, hey, I want a credit card. What they will do is they will check your business record and see he's paying or she's paying. The next thing you get $20,000. It's as simple as that. And you start building from that. So you get to 20,000, you keep building till you get to a point, you get unlimited cards.
Okay. So this one is, knowing you're from Port Harcourt, Nigeria, right? Have you been able to help people from your community?
So number one, that question is very, very limited. I am not from Port Harcourt. I'm a Nigerian. And now, by the grace of God, I'm a global citizen. So when I help people, I don't help people because of their tribes or where they come from. I'm a global citizen. I'm known all over the world. When I help people, the first time I ask them, are you from Port Harcourt? Are you from here? I don't do that shit. So I help people globally. Now, let's narrow it down to Nigeria. In 2020, during the pandemic, when I became a millionaire, I partnered with the Tonto Dike Foundation. I partnered with another foundation in Uganda. And I partnered with another, there's this lady, Ifya Swazniga in Ghana. I partnered with those three organizations and I fed 25,000 people during the pandemic. During the pandemic, I sponsored a show in Ubi Franklin. You know who Ubi Franklin is? I was the one that sponsored the pitch with Ubi Franklin. And I helped people to buy equipment and all that to the tune of $5,000. And I gave 10,000. It wasn't 10,000. Was it 10,000? I gave $10,000 cash to two people. Those two people, one of them does a coal business in the north. You can check him on Instagram. He's called Bryco. He's now worth $50 million because when I gave him that money, the guy went for a grant. It's called Bryco. The other one was a lady in Lagos. I gave her the same $5,000. And now she's worth about 20 million naira in Lagos. Hers is More Baby. You can write it down. So those are the two people that were very prominent. Then I also went ahead further to sponsor people on Hero Daniel's show. I was the one that sponsored the Hero Daniel's show where he was interviewing people and they were asking questions called the Isolation Games. There were people from Port Harcourt, there were people from Abuja, all walks of life were on that show. I sponsored that show with almost 5 million naira. Now, do you know that I was the one that sponsored what's his name? Hero Daniels. I was the one that gave him a grant to start his business. And his business has gone international now. Just last month, he flew to India to have an MC. I was the one that gave him his first grant of 1 million naira to start his business. So I don't have to ask you, are you from Port Harcourt? Are you from Delta? Because I'm a global citizen. Now, moving on forward, last year, during the Women's Month. Women's Month last year, not this year. Last year. I have a friend in Port Harcourt, talking about Port Harcourt. I have a friend there. His name is Charles. I sponsored 30 women to go for sales class on his platform because I know that when I equip women, you equip the entire community. Now, this year, talking about this year, I was the one that sponsored the biggest women conference in the whole of Africa, talking about Linda Ikeji's conference, what they call it, Self-Made Woman. I sponsored, normally the banks, the entire banks in Nigeria only sponsor that show with $30,000. or less. I sponsored and I gave $60,000. And I'm saying it live. I gave out ×2 what the banks give because I wanted the ladies and the women to have more of that. And I've interviewed her on this show and she said it. She said, Joseph, you gave more than all the entire banks put together in Nigeria. So I did that. And not only did I do that, last month or 2 months ago, I was in New York where I was a special guest with a community capacity advocate of the United States. It's a White House initiative. We donated $300,000 to that. And we're going to be partnering with them for the next 5 years to go and to continue to build a safe community that guns have control and response to people who get shot and stuff. So I am doing it in Africa. I'm doing it in the United States, and I'm looking to do it all over the world as I start getting more fugu. So when people ask me, what have you done for Port Harcourt and all that, I think it's a myopic question. It's just your level of reasoning. Yeah. I don't have to. Some of the people that I give money in, what do you call it, to, what is his name? Ubi Franklin show. I didn't ask them, where are you from? I don't even have to ask them, where are you from? You know, there are people that come on my training here that I give 3 million. I don't have to know where they're from. I'm not interested in the color of your skin, your tribe. What I'm interested in is you're a human being, you have blood flowing, you have a brain, you want to succeed, and I give you support. Does that answer that question? Yeah. I think it does.
Okay. So the last one is, how can someone be successful in real estate?
So for you to be successful in real estate, number one, you have to believe in yourself. In this same real estate that we're doing, there are people that are doing it like broke house people. Not every real estate person is successful in the United States or in Milwaukee. You know that. That's right. When my wife became a realtor, she was the first person in ESP Milwaukee to make $1.3 million in less than 2 months. Oof. You know why? Because she got me. You get what I'm saying? So at the same time, there are people who went into the same real estate, and for the last 3 years, let me give you a joke. So last week, I put the property in the market for sale. The lady who mentored my wife when she was becoming a realtor was hustling to sell the deal. And my wife's like, this is supposed to be my mentor. You understand what I'm saying? So my point is this, you know, if you want to go into any business, know the people that matter. I learned this recently in business. I don't want to be popular among broke people. You see how you come on social media and you have 50 million people and 49.999 are all broke people and you think you're popular? They're not going to give you shit. Like even your badge, they cannot afford it. You know, I want to be in the midst of successful people, even if it's one and I have an issue and I call them, JT, what's up, bro? I need $1 million to put on a deal in Chicago. It's like, Joseph, send me your bank account. You know what I'm saying? Yes, absolutely. So it is not how much people you have around. I have a guy here in the room who is my friend, my police friend. You know why I have him around? Because he's an economic value to me. As a businessman, there are days too I don't have cash all the time, believe it. And I have a deal, and instead of me to lose that, I say, dude, I need $20,000. Okay, I don't have 20, I have 10. Bring the money. And of course, when the deal closes, I take care of him. So you need to start having people that are valuable around you. Not my friend, my friend, my friend. You're doing your birthday, they can't send you $100. You know, my friend, my child is sick. They cannot leave what they're doing and run around. So people don't understand how to make friends and how to put valuable people around them. They just think it's about every single person is my friend. When you get to a certain level, you need to understand how that works. And you need to go through your phone. And anybody that is on your phone that cannot give you
value,
you need to start deleting them from your phone.
Yes.
Yep.
Because they're the first to pick that phone up and say, hey, I need something.
Yeah, but you know,
pick
when
the
you
phone up and they're like,
when you call them, they don't
silence it.
So I had to go through all these phases to get, you see, people don't know what you go through to get to where you are. That's why they can judge you.
Right.
I had to give away friends. I have some friends that I still see them on my, you know those friends you still see on your WhatsApp status? Yeah. They're looking at you, but I can't talk to them anymore. You know what? Not because they're bad people, but I called somebody, a childhood friend. I said, hey, there is a transaction I want you to go do for me in Abuja. He's scared. The moment he had 10 million naira, he's like, bro, where am I going to put 10 million naira? They're going to come after me. I'm like, dude, get out of my phone. If you cannot handle $10 million I mean, 10 million naira.
What is that in dollars?
Maybe
Ish.
$3,000,
Okay,
$4,000. Am I correct? $3,000, $4,000
Okay.
in Nigeria, in
Okay.
American money. If you cannot handle a $4,000 stuff for me, why do I have you around? I am doing multi-million dollars. So you know what I had to do? I had to raise myself up. I had to raise my mindset. And when you do that, people are going to start dropping off and falling off. I have in-laws that if I call them, I say, hey, somebody want to pay me 50 million naira into your bank account, they're not going to sleep for the next 1 month. They're going to be like, oh my God, 50 million, 50 million. There was a time I had a guy who wanted to pay me about $100,000 in Atlanta. I called a very popular comedian. His name is Mr. Patrick. You know him?
Yes.
I said, Mr. Patrick, somebody's trying to pay some money to me, but the person is trying to go pick the money, $100,000. Mr. Patrick's wife did not sleep for 3 days. Wow. This is a true life story. He kept on calling, my wife cannot handle this. You got to come for your money. And I was busy here. So at the end of the day, why would I be hanging around such a person who is scared of $100,000?
Yeah.
And I'm a millionaire. You want to hang around with me, but you cannot even handle $100,000. Now, Mr. Patrick handled it. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about his wife.
Yeah.
Probably his wife has never seen $100,000 in one place. Mm-hmm. Now, is that the person I want to make my friend? No, she can be my fan. She can follow me on social media, but she's not going to be in my private circle.
Call her
I'm not going to call her and be
100.
gisting, hey, what is going on with you? No, we don't roll like that. Mm-hmm. So, but if I call JT is going to be talking to me about 50 million, 100 million. So he's going to be stretching me up. Mm-hmm. So what you want to do is you want to be in circle where people are stretching you up to grow, not where people are talking below what you're doing. And they're like, you know the most crazy thing Africans ask when they see somebody who's hardworking, where are they seeing all this money? It's the most brokest things Africans ask when they see people who are working. Where are they seeing all this money? What you should be asking is, what do I need to do to get this kind of money? Mm-hmm. You see, wrong question. Mm-hmm. And it just shows the kind of broke mentality that we have as a people. And that is what my brand stands to be. That's what we're trying to do with Wealth Flow. We're trying to give you knowledge flow, because if you don't have knowledge, you keep talking broke, you keep living broke, and you pass it to your generation, to your generation, to your generation. Because every broke person learned how to be broke from somebody. And you need to break that barrier. I can go on and I'm on fire today. Let's go. Okay. Are we good?
Oh yeah, we're good.
Am I blowing that place up? Yeah, they're not going to like it. You know why they're not going to like it? Because you're broke. Yeah. When you're talking to broke people, a rich person talking to broke people, they're like, oh, he's insulting us. I'm challenging you.
That's right.
Leave the people that are tying you. They are like chains on your waist, and start getting into the midst of success. Trust me, your life will be easier.
That's exactly what a coach should do, though, is challenge you.
I'm a coach.
You don't want a coach that's going to tell you that,
everything
the
is
sky
fine.
is
Debbie's
beautiful
okay.
and it's pouring
You can make
outside.
$5,000 for the rest of your life. It's fine.
Right.
No, you want someone who's going to drag you up. I think I enjoyed today's show.
I think so,
I
too.
could talk shit. Oh boy, yeah. Oh, your book is filled up? Okay, so Debbie, what do you got to say?
Next week is our last episode.
Yes, and finally, next week is the end of season 2.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm loving this show. Producer, should we go more? Yeah, that's what he's going to say. He likes his job too much. So I'm going to take a break from next week. Next week, Tuesday, is going to be the last episode for season 2. I got to focus on some things, especially the African American Wealth Conference that is coming up. We got to focus on that. We're doing a lot of traveling. I need to catch up sometime with my family, so they don't kick me out of the house. So we're going to take a break. Next week is the last.
That's right. We'll see you back in a few weeks.
So let's take a few questions. If there's any on the screen, comments, let us know if you enjoyed the show. Follow us on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. You just got to get out there and do what you have to do. Remember all the parties, the yacht party, and all that stuff. You have any more questions there?
See.
If you have any, we're going to be wrapping up in the next 5 minutes. We're done. We're going boom, boom,
boom, boom, boom. We got travel plans to make.
Oh my God, I got a lot of travel plans. You're going to wait in the office. You're not going anywhere. I have a meeting I have to jump to.
Oh boy.
I jump at 2 o'clock. We got to make the fugu.
It's already after 2.
I know.
It's 2:06.
Any questions, Debbie?
No.
I don't care what they say there. At the end of the day, most of them are already still broke. After they finish saying what they're saying, they put on the screen. Let me be saying them. They're still broke. They're still going to be there with their broke friends, You know, I can get out here right now. I'm going to take you to a 5-star restaurant. You like that?
Yep.
Yeah, it's because I'm rich.
Now tell them something nice.
Oh,
Something
gosh.
nice.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
life
so.
actually ended.
Oh,
shit,
I wanted to give it to Instagrammers today. You know, I want to be mean to them.
You do that.
But you know,
You
the
do
truth
that.
of the matter is, in life, where's that camera now? That's my camera. Camera 3. Let's go. In life, camera 1. Come on, let's go. In life, you got to take risk. You have to be willing to put in the effort to get what you want. Nothing is given to a successful person for free. You have to be willing to make up your mind, take massive action, believe in yourself when others don't believe in you, and that is how you become successful. So today, sit down, think for a while. What exactly do you want out of life? Make up your mind, go out there and get it. If I can do it, it's possible. And with that being said, we're going to be here next week again. Debbie, did you
Yeah.
enjoy your stay here?
I did.
Did you enjoy the show? Or it's
Yeah.
too solid for you?
No, I didn't know you guys could speak, like say shit, or I didn't know it was that kind of show. So
It's my show. We can do whatever we want.
She was so happy she got to say shit.
It's my show. Like, we can do whatever we want. There's nothing censored here. The producer is there. He cannot say shit.
He does have a microphone hanging out there, so
He's not going to off my mic. So we do whatever we want. We're bold. Nothing is holding us. There's no box here, you know?
No.
We can speak whatever we want. And at the end of the day, what is important is that do we pass a message?
Yeah.
Do you think the message we're passing is valid? That is what is important. That is what stands. And I just want you to know that your best days are always ahead of you and never behind. And with that being said, I want to go 1, 2, 3, go. Boom,
Boom, boom,
boom, boom.